Howdy, folks. And we're here to talk about Fistful of Lead Tales of Horror. Let me bring the boys in. So, why are we here? Tales of Horror. Wiley Games has got a sale going on this weekend. 25% off all Tales of Horror goods. That's the hard copy. It's not a hardback, but hard copy book. The PDF, the cards. So, now the thing to remember is Tales of Horror, along with Wasteland Warriors, does require the core rules to play fully. So, just keep that in mind. But now is the perfect time to get your Tales of Horror. What comes in? What are you getting when you get Tales of Horror? Well, let's see. You're getting vampires. You're getting vampire hunters. You're getting werewolves. You're getting how you can turn victims into vampires, necromancers, zombies, cultists, mummies, witches, ghosts, infernal beings, yetis, just all kinds of creatures of the night. As you can see, the artwork is fabulous, as always. Why would you want to get it? Well, why not? Because it's fun. One of Jay Wiley's favorite ways to play Tales of Horror is Victorian horror. He's got this downtown old Victorian London where the werewolves and the vampires and the bobbies and the
if you can't
cultists
sit there and sing Werewolves of London to yourself the entire game, you're just failing.
Exactly.
First
Let's
off,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say this also seems like a good time to throw in the obligatory Warren Zevon for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, he should be
Anyways,
there because he's
continue.
not there. It's a travesty.
Continue. Absolutely.
E4. I will. Here. I'm going to put my
There you go.
I'm going to put my email in here. You're going to email me my address. You're going to email you. Shit.
Send Chris your address, please.
Yes, please. Good God. That was harder than it should have been.
Talking is hard, buddy. I feel you.
Hex says go ahead and send it to me by email. I don't have it. You do now. OG says happy birthday, Hexy. Yes, happy birthday. And
that's why Jeffy's in his fancy hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Folks, that's why Wiley is having 25% off Tales of Horror.
Yeah, because Jeff looks enough like a Victorian horror monster
yeah. I mean, can you tell them apart? Look at it.
Hey,
look at it.
My nose is prettier. And I have less teeth.
There you go.
I'm not gonna
John Longshore's rolling some dice. E4 says happy B-Day, Hex. Hex responds, thank you. We're waiting on McMurray to navigate the floodwaters to home.
Accurate.
Another very good roll, and happy birthday, 60. You're practically a millennial.
Jeffrey is already a millennial in spirit.
He's a millennial, all right. He's pushing 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, kill me.
Jeff might if you keep talking.
I kill you.
Let's see. So is that 3 days before or 3 days after? And if by Kennedy you mean Kennedy or when he was elected Kennedy as president? Just asking. E4 says, yeah, he got a nice place with a baby grand also.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell he is now.
They just threw me out.
Oh.
He's in the back alley. Where he normally, where he feels most comfortable.
Yeah, all of a sudden, not surprised at all.
No, but taking a look at Fistful of Lead, Tales of Horror.
Why is he having this sale? What sparked this?
It's your birthday. You look like Frankenstein. And we said, yo, Frankenstein's birthday's coming up. Let's have a sale.
Huh.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Show
Oh.
him the front of the book. If you hold it up, it'll be Jeff. Now face off to your left, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah, see, there you go. Bam.
I mean, you look
It's
exactly
Jeff on the
like the
front.
skull.
Bite me.
I mean, of course, we got Warmut here.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the werewolf thing here. And, you know, McMurray, you are a creature of the night.
That's fair. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Are you possibly a vampire? John Longshore says 21 March inaugurated, 24 March I was born. Oh, there you go. So there's all kinds of great things in here. Of course, it talks about vampire covens and how you've got a master or mistress vampire. You've got your alkalites. You got your henchmen. You got your hordes. Talks about vampiric traits specifically for vampires. Even gives you it gives you traits come to all vampires. So no matter what traits you pick otherwise, your vampires will always have these abilities, except for fledglings. You can turn your victims into fledglings to add to the coven, and he even gives you a sample vampire coven. You got Baron Blackheart, Lucretia, Carl, Anna, and Cossacks. Then he's got vampire hunters, hunter group traits, how to repel the undead because the undead are repelling, special weapons for the hunters, hunter gear, and a sample of your hunter group. McMurray 8-Ball says it's decidedly so. Of course, then you got my favorite, the werewolves. Their wolf, their castle. Werewolf specific traits. Traits common to all werewolves. How to add to your pack. And your sample werewolf pack. Necromancers. Ancient tomes. It's all in here. It's all in here. Cultists.
Yeah,
cultist
like
traits.
if you can think of, a cool, fantasy horror type thing to go with, it's there.
Yep.
If you can think of a fantasy type, like a more, not necessarily a high fantasy so much. For a long time, Tales of Horror was what I used for high fantasy type stuff. Before
Right.
we came out with Might and Melee and that the 3-book fantasy volume or the 3-volume fantasy stuff, but
Yeah.
like anything that's not high fantasy. So my favorite is like the old 50s, 60s, 40s horror movies, where you've got Christopher Lee as the bad guy and whatnot.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. This is just Tales of Horror is just perfect for it. I really want to. At one point in time, we were talking about making an Addams Family game where you had to fight the Addams Family.
That'd be amazing.
Right? That'd just be goofy as hell, wouldn't it? But so we'll have to maybe get to that at some point in time. But
I think that'd be cool. Or do something with like the Munsters.
you could have the Addams Family fighting the Munsters. One of the games that gets played a lot in the St. Louis area with Ray Gluck and his son Alex is they play like a B movie type thing, like where it's just all B movie casts,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. So that's that could certainly be a similar thing with
But you could have a whole crew of normies also. You know,
that happened.
and not like normal hunters, just normies, just you know, normal folks out there that end up having to realizing, oh, hey, my neighbors are, you know,
Playing a Scooby-Doo game.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh God, can you imagine
also,
that? That's actually a pretty funny idea. We should
we
look
need
into
to.
that. The Scooby-Doo crew has to actually fight.
The monsters or the yeah. So the cards are also going to be on sale, 25% off. That makes them $15.
That's pretty outstanding.
That's a pretty good deal. And I like what he has done with the cards. So they're two-sided. The King of Spades, your go first card. You got a vampire and a vampire hunter. Or you got a vampire and you've got Renfield. Either way, right? You got
Like, so, man,
go ahead.
the cards that Jay makes are some of the most underappreciated things in his line because it's all original art and it's
Oh, yeah.
mostly all done by him, which is just
Mhm.
infinitely more impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you like take the time to sit and look at them.
So you got Dr. Frankenstein and his,
Frankenstein.
and his monster. You got, just Joe normal guy with a pistol. Maybe a British inspector from, Scotland Yard. And, a werewolf. And one of my favorites here, you got obviously somebody that's into science. So that would be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, those are cool. You got the Queen of Spades here, removing shock. You just got, the damsel that gets turned into the vampiress. Is Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, a queen? I don't know. Possibly, because we've got a queen with a nice red rose and a ghost. We've got a nice prim individual and a witch. And then we got a young queen in green with a sunflower or a daffodil or some sort, and a mermaid. There you go.
Ooh, girl.
And then you got a guy with +1 to shoot. Of course, he's going to have 2 pistols. And then you've got a voodoo master. You got another one +1 to shoot. And he's an Egyptologist. And, of course, he's going up against a mummy with his ankh. And you got close combat. Got a guy with a club. It looks to be in London. Yeah, got Big Ben there in the background. And then a cultist. And then lastly, you got a dude in an old-timey diving helmet and a spear up against Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then I love the Joker card. So yeah, if you don't have the cards already, pick up the cards. $15. You won't be disappointed. Let's see. Chuck says, "Happy birthday, Jeff." E4 says, "When I was young, we collected cards with bubblegum with Monster on them." Yeah, I remember those. Yes, I did get the email. E4, thank you. Like I said in yesterday's show, it's going to take a couple of weeks for me to get that T-shirt in. As soon as I do, I'll have the ships painted up and sent on their way. Do you have any specific battleships or cruisers from either the British or the Italian Navy that you want?
He wants
2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 4 destroyers. He's getting a Rodney no matter what.
He wants a Conte de Cavour that still has the Q turret.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. Those didn't exist by World War II.
Let's see here. It's John Longshore's job to tell those damn kids to get off my yard. I'm getting there, John. Matt Vegas says, "If you are into the theme of the game, watch the series Penny Dreadful. Lots of different monsters set in London. I love the series, but to each their own." I've watched a couple of the episodes. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Sounds like something
need to see more of it. What's that?
I said that sounds like something that I'd be interested in checking out. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. John says, "I'm just slow. I couldn't tell an infomercial if it hit me on the head with a board." I guess you could call this an infomercial. And then E4 Airman says, "Yes." Do you remember if we are going to have a Tale of Horror game this weekend at Battles and Brews?
I don't actually know.
I know we've had to change some things.
Yeah, so with Steve having caught himself a full-blown case of very virulent gonorrhea, the
type that's communicable by breathing.
Yeah. I know that the Masters of the Universe game has either been shifted or put off. I hope Tales of Horror makes an appearance. And I mean, I hope Steve, gets over his rampant case of gonosyphilitis as well.
Right.
But you never do know. Steve's an interesting individual, and you can never really tell what's going to happen there.
So tomorrow at 5 p.m., we've got a Battlesuit Alpha game. We got a Star Wars game. We got a Wasteland Warriors game. We got a Hatfields and McCoys game, and Blood in the Water Trireme skirmish game. So no Tales of Horror there.
Guess what McMurray's going to be playing?
Yeah, Blood in the Water. Oh, yeah. Session 2, that's 8:30 to 11:30. Battlesuit Alpha again. Star Wars again. Wasteland Warriors again. My Battle for Endor game. A Funny Day on the HMAS Hitter. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play in that game. I wanted to, but I gotta do.
I think we can. I think we can arrange for a
private session. Yeah.
That or
and then
we need games.
Blood in the Water Trireme skirmish. Then Saturday, I thank God for the Baroness in her wise thinking. When the session 3 starts on Saturday, the first session on Saturday,
fucking noon or something, isn't it?
Noon, yes, because it's happening at a bar. So after the games are finished, throw back a couple. Nobody wants to get up at freaking 8 o'clock to be there to play at 9. Are you smoking something?
Smoking that fantastic gaming. Jeez.
Yep. Battlesuit Alpha, Star Wars. It looks like you're running A Funny Day on the HMAS Hitter again.
Oh, sweet. There you go.
With friends like these. don't know what that one is. There's a bird down in the city. That is going to be a game of Black Hawk Down.
Is that Force on Force? Do you know?
I don't remember,
Okay, that looked like a really
but
cool game.
it's an amazing table. It's a great table. I saw it at the first Wiley Wargaming weekend, which was held in the exact same location back in 2019 October, and it was fabulous. Klingon Civil War, again, don't know what game system. G.I. Joe, and then Blood in the Water Crime Room Skirmish. Now, I am probably going to end up running that Star Wars game, which is going to be smack dab in the middle of COVID Prime.
Wait,
Session.
why doesn't Steve run that? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, because he's got a case of
Zing.
gonosyphilis herpes syphilitis.
Because Steve is smack dab in the middle of COVID Prime.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
Session
kidding.
4.
I hope Steve's watching this, and I hope you feel better, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Session 4, you got Battlesuit Alpha, Star Wars Bounty Hunter Bonanza. Hopefully that gets run. Klingon Civil War, Wasteland Warriors, The Clearing 1758. Oh, that's going to be
Chris Clucky.
Chris Clucky with his 54 millimeter French and Indian War, which is gorgeous. I will be doing some live casting during the weekend to show some of these games. It's going to be beautiful. Then I've got my T-Patchers Assault on Monte Lamar, which is 15 millimeter Force on Force. Wasteland Warriors, Blood in the Water again. And then Session 5 at 7 o'clock, Battlesuit Alpha, Star Wars Wasteland Warriors, Chaos Marauders. Not sure what that is. And then my Ocean Thunder game.
Oh, baby.
Please remember to bring the ships.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I meant to ask you about that. Do you want the ships we've played with before, or do you want the Gukek ships?
What's that?
Do you want the ships we've played with before, or do you want the Gukek ships?
I mean, if you've got the Gukek ships ready to go,
Dude, I have every single ship needed to play War at Sea painted on a base.
let's
ready
do
to rock.
Gukek. Let's do Gukek.
Okay. That works.
Yep. Because
You got to tell these chumps to be careful.
they're flipping amazing.
Dab
Oh, yeah,
them up
well,
good.
I mean,
No, I'm
I
just
think
kidding. We got good players. We'll be fine.
ah,
I'm currently putting all my stuff into sleeves.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did it all go? So yeah, this is what we originally had.
And those
Brilliant.
look great.
Hold on. Here we go.
They look great, and budget-wise, they quite literally can't be beat with a stick. Those are
Right.
from Badger with a Quill. They're designed
Yeah.
to be 1/6000. They're absolutely outstanding, especially if you're printing on something that doesn't have wild resolution. That's
Right.
when they also...
I mean, I was thoroughly amazed. I was pleased as punch to get them.
They are
My
absolutely outstanding gaming pieces.
my absolute only issue with them is that the selection is sparse.
But how much do you have to pay for them?
What was it? He's got it set to pay what you want,
Exactly.
but the requested amount was what, like $5?
No, it was $2.50.
Yeah,
for each
$2.50.
one.
Right, $2.50 for each Navy.
Yeah, so you get like 7, 8, 9, 10 models for $2.50. I don't complain about that at all.
I felt bad only paying $2.50.
I was about to say, I went back, and when I bought the carrier pack, actually, I think I gave him $10 for it because I paid him $2.50 for all the other ones.
Right.
But
here's
yeah,
the
they're
Gukek,
great.
Texas. Here's the Gukek, Texas. I did not make myself bigger like I said I was. There we go. So here's the original. Here's what we originally started with. This is what got me all hopped up and
Look at that thing. It's
praised.
good looking,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
it's great.
Those
It's
I
good
still
looking
argue
model.
that those look better than 1/6000 commercial miniatures that you can buy.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Nothing against Hallmark, but
No, but here's the Gukek ship. Now, to be fair, this is a 1/1800th scale ship that is downsized to 1/6000.
yes, which again we were both very skeptical as to whether or not that would work well or not.
Yeah, it's flipping amazing. Here is did I? Would I? I guess I did not. Oh well.
Sweet.
But there's the USS South Dakota.
Yeah.
Not the Gukek, the Badger with a quill. Again,
Yeah,
it's a
and
great
especially on
looking
the
model.
battleships, I really like those things because there's not just an obnoxious amount of detail to paint around,
Right.
but you still have all the barrels and all that stuff.
Yeah. I might have it here. Nope, that's my Missouri. Now, it's not the same class, obviously, but here is the Gukek USS California. So, but we're not here to talk about ships because we're here to talk about Fistful of Tales of Horror.
Which, if your werewolves are farting around on docks, then that's your own prerogative and highly encouraged.
Yeah. How about Weird World War II or Weird World War One, where you've got an entire destroyer controlled by werewolves. There you go.
You have a vampire that has infiltrated a British Lightning class torpedo boat, and you have to take that torpedo boat before he hits some German or French battleship that's on a fleet visit in the Thames estuary.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool game. I'd play that game. I'd put on that game.
Exactly.
I could put on that game.
So that'd be fun.
Right.
And you could do it. Absolutely, you could do it with Tales of Horror. So what are we looking at price wise for
Tales of God. I was about to say, here's the thing, folks. Just go buy the PDF because 25% off that PDF is going to be like $4.50 or something.
Yeah, so let's go here to Tales of Horror. The printed rule book is only $20.
Matt, we're in the St. Louis general area, and then Jeffy is in West Virginia.
Yeah. Now, if you're not in the vicinity to be able to attend, you can still take part and you can still help out with March to Victory, because that's what Battles and Bruises for. We're raising money to put on a bigger convention in March of next year called March to Victory. If you can't make it to this weekend's event, you can still buy raffle tickets, $3, and you could win anything from a dice tray to a tape measure with a Wiley logo on it, to a copy of Tales of Horror, to a copy of Tales of Horror and a set of cards, to quite a bit of goodness when Battlesuit Alpha comes out, because that's coming out in, we're hoping, fingers crossed, September. You'll get a copy of Battlesuit Alpha, 2 5-mech teams, and the cards. So there you go. $3 gets you a ticket. Buy a whole ration of them. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for the Star Wars weekend, you bought. How many did you buy?
Me? 3.
Yeah, you
Or-
bought 3.
I don't
My
remember.
brother
I
bought
think I might have
10.
bought 5. Either way.
My brother bought 10, and he wasn't able to make it. So
I think I got 5 because I rounded it up to I got 5 because it was $15 and I'll end up getting a tape measure and I think I got a dice tray too.
Yeah, you got both a dice tray and a tape measure. You also got a copy of all the Star Wars cards
Yes.
for that weekend. So just from buying the raffle ticket this weekend, you're going to get all of the mech cards, the custom mech cards for all of the different mechs that he's going to be running on the Battlesuit Alpha table. Matt
nice.
found the YouTube channel. I have a wide range of wargaming interests, so I'm looking forward to watching more videos. Please hit that subscribe button. Please, please, please. The reason for that, and we'll get back to Tales of Horror, is if you watched earlier, you heard me talking to E4 about sending me his address so I could send him out his prize. Well, that's because when we hit 200, we did a drawing, and he won the drawing. Well, if we hit 300 subscribers by the end of this year, by Christmas of this year, I will send out a painted Obi-Wan Kenobi, a painted Darth Vader, and a Chronicles of Not J t-shirt as the prize package. If we go super crazy and hit 300 by October 31st, you're going to get the t-shirt. You're going to get a Fistful of Lead Rebels team, Fistful of Lead Imperial team, the cards to go with them, and a PDF copy of Fistful of Lead Galactic Heroes version 2. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Dang. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Tell your friends.
yeah, this is where you're located. Yeah, we're in the McMurray is in St. Louis-ish. I am north of St. Louis by about an hour and a half, close enough to be the St. Louis area. But my last couple of years of high school and my college years were in the Kansas City area. So Recruits, which is the September convention that I go to, is actually at my old high school where I graduated high school. So that's always fun to go to. And then March to Victory, we had the first one this past March. We've got the second one this coming March. It is going to be great.
Clip this origami dude off the channel.
Yeah.
What's up?
There we go.
Origami help desk. What?
Yeah. He was just being obnoxious. All right. Yeah, John, thank you. I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, so thank you for pointing that out to me. All right. Sorry about that, guys. But let's get back to Tales of Horror. The printed book is $20. So right now, this weekend, it's $15. The cards, $20 is $15. Now I wonder, let's add that. I don't think you're going to get. Let's take a look, because they've got the bundle. Oh damn. Okay, you know how you don't normally get discounts on the bundles because the bundles are already discounted?
Yeah.
the Tales of Horror bundle, which is the core rules, the Tales of Horror book, and the cards, $42.75. That means you're getting the cards for $2.75.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Dog. That's a great deal. Because that's usually like $60 worth of stuff.
It is normally 57.
There you go.
Normally 64. It's 57 when you buy it without the sale. With the sale, $42.50. So if you don't have the core rules, and you don't have Tales of Horror, and you don't have the cards, $42.50 gets you what you need to have an amazing experience. Also, the unit sheet you can download for free. That's a nice PDF that allows you to import your own photos of your miniatures or your characters and fill out the cards. So you don't have to be like me and create your own cards. They're already there. Just drop in photos and do your stats. So yeah, perfect time to get that. I'm wondering, are those going to be? Guess what? The status markers are on sale as well. And what I mean by status markers, yeah,
I need to go print. Oh, I forgot to do that. Chris, is your printer running right now?
which printer?
Your 3D printer, buddy.
Which one?
Okay, so that's a no. Would you mind
My
throwing
FDM,
some...
my FDM
Well,
printer
don't
or
worry about
my
it. I'll...
resin printer?
Buddy. Okay.
Are you needing markers? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, well, I'll just buy a bunch from Jay tomorrow. It's all good.
Yeah. They're normally $650. Right now, they're $487 for a pack. And this is, well, let me share this for you guys.
So just buy a bunch from Jay tomorrow. That's fine.
We're talking about these guys
I
right
don't
here.
mind supporting small.
So you get 3 out of ammo, you get 3 sneak, you get 7 shock, you get 5 wounds, and 2 overwatch. Normally it's $650. Right now that's 4 and change. Whatever 25% off of $650 is. I don't math well. So yeah, you got that going for you. What else?
Sorry, I'm stuffing
They've
my
got t-shirts. Those t-shirts are they're normally $20 or I think $21, $22. They're $15.75 right now. So it's the t-shirt with the Joker card on it. You know what else is on sale, McMurray and Jeffy?
What's that?
The
Case Blue.
shush.
Army Group North.
The PDFs and the 99-cent scenarios.
Again, that's awesome.
I don't need to buy any of those because you're going to write some up.
Shush. Yeah, the 99-cent scenarios are 74 cents.
Nice. Get them.
You don't need
Grab 'em.
the markers, John. He says.
Oh, no, you don't.
So the Tales of Horror bundle is all I need, or need to add something else. Need markers. No, you don't have to buy the markers. They're nice to have because they look great, but you don't need them because in the core book, you can make a photocopy of that, cut these out, boom, you got your markers. There you have it. So you don't need to buy those. They're just kind of nice to have. The PDF, and if you don't want to go, the route of buying a hard copy like this, because you'll end up like Murray and either give it away or lose it.
I have my copy sitting right here. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Which number
Shut up.
is it?
It's my third one. Although I did find my second one.
Oh, okay, good. Right after you bought the third one?
Which might now, though, mean that I'm going to be evangelizing one of these to somebody, but I don't know. Not yet.
Probably so. But you can get the PDF. Normally the PDF is only $6 for the Tales of Horror. Right now it makes it $4.50. Oh, and guess what? You can also get the core rule PDF for sale this weekend for $5.25. So that's $9.75 for both of these in PDF. You can print them for about, if you print them in black and white, it's what, $8-9 total.
Yeah, easily.
So there you go. Or print them at home and just staple them. Whatever. So yeah, right now, if you've ever wanted to get into Fistful of Lead and you haven't yet, you can get the core book for 25% off. You can get Tales of Horror if you're into Tales of the vampires and werewolves and ghouls and ghosts and goblins and whatnots. Right now is the perfect time to do it, because the hardback books, or not the hardback books, but the hard copy books, the printed books, you're getting this for $15. If you go PDF, it's only $4.50. I mean, you'd be crazy not to if you're wanting to get into it. So now's the time to do it. Now, if you're more interested in the other stuff like Wasteland Warriors, or you're into Galactic Heroes, go ahead and buy it now. You're not going to get the discount on it, but go ahead and buy it now. Or if you want a sale, wait a couple of weeks. They've always got sales going on something. You can also get a 10% discount anytime, one time only, but you can get it anytime by putting in the code NOTJAY, NOTJAY in when you go to checkout.
Yeah, America.
You can also use the code BSING for BSing with the Baron. I'll go ahead and plug his show. When Steve is not all laid up with the crud, about every 2 years, Jesus Christ, but every 2 weeks on Tuesday nights, they do a BSing with the Baron, and Steve over on the show or on Wiley Games thing here, and they talk about all kinds of stuff, not just Wiley Games and Fistful of Lead. They talk about other games and whatnot as well. So, but I thought I'd hop on with these guys and let y'all know that got a great time to get into Fistful of Lead and get Tales of Horror with 25% off this weekend. That's going to run through Sunday. Be on the lookout. I will go ahead and I will be doing some live streams from the gaming event this weekend. So we will be seeing y'all there as well. So anything else y'all want to add?
No, you got it. Get excited, guys. It's going to be good. Go check out Tales of Horror. Jay runs sales fairly frequently, so if you're on the fence, maybe try the PDF, and then if you like it, wait until he's got, one of his bigger sales where the print books are on sale or something like that, and bump up,
Absolutely.
Either way, buying the PDF just to check it out for $4.50, you really can't go wrong. And then if you want to print it, you can print it. You can buy a print copy. If you're across the pond, it's outstanding, so you don't have to pay shipping.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing to remember is when you buy your Wiley Games stuff, buy it directly from wiley-games.com. You're getting it directly from Jay that way, and he's not having to give up a bit of the cash through what is it, RPG Now or whatever the hell it is. Yeah,
well, you're not going to get the sale on War Games Vault either, so.
Yeah, you're not going to get the sale at War Games Vault, but even if you just do a normal buy and not during the sale, go to wiley-games.com anyway to buy directly from Jay. So there you have it. We will see y'all probably. I'll probably do a quick little live tomorrow night and definitely a couple on Saturday. So until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.